album's #1 all over the world. All over the world. America's the only one because I don't want to say too much.
But it's not #1 in the United States.
It's conspiracy, yeah. I don't want to say too much. I'm done.
It seems like everybody's better off and richer without Michael.
I've heard that a lot of folks say that Michael was worth more dead than alive. It breaks my heart to hear this.
If you were in Michael's life, would he still be alive today?
Of course. Of course, I had told some people, some friends, if I don't get to Michael, he ain't gonna be here long. I said that. He won't be with us long. And I called the shots at the T. Exactly what had happened.
I've got one that can see.
There are no limits.
But I understand in 2005 you were with him and actually took him to a hospital at one point, correct?
Yes, that's right. That was the last week of the trial. And when I got a call from Joe and a message from his mother that I needed to come out and just take a look at him because they was worried about his demeanor. When I get there, I go to the trial. From there, we go back to Netherlands. And he asked me to come upstairs, and then he grabbed me and started crying, said, please don't leave me. They're trying to kill me. And I said, when's the last time you ate? He said, no, they'll poison me. I said, well, when's the last time you drank water? And so one thing led to another. So I have a friend of mine that has this huge machine in L.A., Global Cardia Care. I said, if you can bring this machine down, Michael's agreed to get on it. And they clamp you and they squeeze you and it'll print out everything in your body. And the only thing that it printed out was he was extremely dehydrated. Nothing wrong with his heart, nothing wrong with his lungs. And so the next day after we left port, I said, I need to take you to a hospital. He said, no, they'll kill me. And I said, well, let's do this. Let's let nobody know where we're going. Let me drive you up to San Francisco to a hospital that don't even know we coming. He agreed to that. And then I said, look, 20 miles away from here, let's go to one of these hospitals. And we went to a hospital and they examined him, and at 5:30 or a little bit before 6, they started intravenously putting liquid in him. At 6 o'clock the next morning, they were still putting water in him. And the doctor said to me, had he waited 12 more hours, he would have been dead.
What's going through your mind when you're taken into a police station in handcuffs to have a mug shot taken that you know is going to be shown around the world?
They did it to try and belittle me, to try and to take away my pride. But I went through the whole system with them, and at the end, I wanted the public to know that I was okay, even though I was hurting.
What happened when they arrested you? What did they do to you?
They were supposed to go in and just check fingerprints and do the whole thing that they do when they take somebody in. They manhandled me very roughly. My shoulder is dislocated, literally. It's hurting me very badly. I'm in pain all the time. See this arm? This is as far as I can reach it. Same with this side over here.
Because of what happened at the police station?
Yeah, at the police station. And what they did to, if you saw what they did to my arms, it was very bad what they did. It was very swollen. I don't want to say.
But how
You'll see.
We were given this photograph said to be taken after Michael Jackson was released on bail. Jackson says the swelling above his wrist is where the police handcuffed him. How did they do it? I mean, what did they do?
With the handcuffs, the way they tied them too tight behind my back.
Behind your back?
Yeah, and they put it in a certain position, knowing that it's going to hurt and affect my back. Now I can't move. It keeps me from sleeping at night. I can't sleep at night.
And Jackson says there was more.
one time I asked to use the restroom, and they said, sure, it's right around the corner there. Once I went in the restroom, they locked me in there for like 45 minutes. There was doo-doo, feces thrown all over the walls, the floor, the ceiling, and it stunk so bad. Then one of the policemen came by the window and he made a sarcastic remark. He said, does it smell good enough for you in there? How do you like the smell? Is it good? And I just simply said, it's all right.
Now here's how clever they are. When they came out with the will, his 3 children's name was misspelled. Huh?
So
the day he was supposed to have signed it.
So it's a fake will.
It's a fake will. That's what I'm saying. This is a 22-page document of all the acts he owned in alphabetical order. That old Beatles stuff, that's chump change. What's that headline say?
List of Sony/ATV music publishing artists. Sony/AT Music Publishing is a music publishing company co-owned by the estate of Michael Jackson and Sony.
Michael owns 50% of all country western music. He owns 63% of Dolly Parton. Huh? He owns 50% of Charlie Pride. He owns 50% of Bob Dylan. Just to read him some of the names. He owns Babyface.
Beyonce Knowles.
M&M's.
Boyz II Men. Bon Jovi. Brenda Lee. Brian Harvey. Brian West. Brick and Lace. Bright Eyes. Brooks and Dunn.
And it goes on and on and on. That's just the bees. And if all this was sold today, the estate would probably get between 40 and 50 billion dollars. And when they killed him, it's simple mathematics. Michael was killed at 2 o'clock in the morning from a laser. And then 4 days later, they go into the house and find this bloody shirt of Michael's. And then understand it's like $450,000 worth of jewelry and cash missing. So white boy said, we got to get rid of you before we ease you out. So then he comes and he works in Virginia, which is called the CIA. And now he's the police chief of New York. I probably criminal. Gangster.
Well, my understanding was that he was going to get the Beatles catalog.
He already had it. Huh?
Okay.
He bought the Beatles catalog when his people told him don't buy it. He bought it for $48 million. When they killed him, it was worth $2.5 billion. Huh? I saw the check, nigga. Michael Jackson became one of the most powerful human beings in the world. So he's insured $1.5 billion. This is your show. So the insurance is on you, not the rest of the people. You and the brothers, the first responders, you get there at 10 o'clock. He's out. You don't know he's dead because the call just come in. So you trying to get a vein. You don't know he's been dead since 2 o'clock. So now they tried everything. Now they go get the different chemicals I can put in. That's where the needle holes came from. Huh? That's how clever they are. The folks that's doing it don't know it. They're just trying to bring them out. Got needle in there. Sure, they got needle holes. But that's where they came from. Huh? That's where they came from. Okay? And the old punk doctor, he know nothing about it. When he's on the 911, they say, what's the address? I don't know. He didn't know the address. Huh? This is a game. The most powerful human being on the planet, entertainer. Huh? They say he ain't lost his license, he's still practicing. When they came out with the will, his 3 children's name was misspelled. Huh?
So
the day he was supposed to have signed it.
So it's a fake will.
It's a fake will.
So something fishy there. I think I smell smoke.
Yep.
I think I smell
something like smoke.
Something like smoke.
I want the truth. And what do you think is the truth, though? That there are other people involved, and what else?
Well, Michael told me before he passed. He told me that he was afraid that he was going to die. He was going to be murdered, he said.
He thought he would be murdered?
Oh, yeah, he did. He said that to me. So homicide. It's a murder as far as I'm concerned. But the problem is that who did it? Who actually did it? Who manipulated this?
It might not be just one person, you're
Oh,
saying.
it's not one person.